What's going on, guys? Lickett here today, and if you read the title, you obviously know, and you're here to look at the PvP Nomad build. So we'll get straight into it. As you can see, it is a tank build. We're only running a low 3800 firearms. This is the lightweight M4 that we got from the base of operations. Unfortunately, I had something pretty crappy rolled to the top. I forget what it was, so we've rolled it for unforgiving, but which is good because we have it for, the low firearms, so we don't have brutal or responsive, but we do have destructive and vicious here, which all filled in the firearms requirement, which is good. 16.7k base damage and 22% enemy armor damage. Obviously you can use different weapons, but I find this set of talents, maybe not vicious, something else would obviously be a bit better, but it's pretty good for now. As the secondary, we're running the classic M44 carbine. Prepared, unfortunately, isn't unlocked. I do have another mask. Has firearms on it instead for when I do want to run a bit higher. But Swift and Brutal. Swift I find is pretty good for the M44 actually. I wouldn't roll it away, only because it's a single fed gun, so it's not bad to have really. Anyway, getting into the actual build. I'm running this with a rapid, armor and health. Obviously increased kill XP could be better with ammo capacity, but it's still a work in progress, and I'll explain rapid a bit later on. We're running 3 set of the Nomad here and 2-piece alpha. The reason we're going to be doing these, I'll go through the set bonuses very quickly if you didn't understand or didn't know already. The 2 set bonus there, you get 15% health on kill. You're running a tank build, so 15% of your health is, pretty high. We're running about 250,000 health at the moment. So yeah, obviously 15% of that is a lot of health. This is good. It's what you want. Obviously, you want to stay healed and be alive. Set 3 bonus, we have the grants a constant small amount of healing. Allow the user to regenerate all segments of health during combat. Now, if you don't understand what that means while you're fighting PvP and you're shooting someone and they're shooting you back, your health is still regenerating. So it's not like when you've run around before and you have to wait until you're out of combat for your health to start regenerating, or you have to use a med kit or a first aid. It'll constantly regenerate, and yeah, and we'll get a bit more into this soon as well. With the alpha bridge, we have 100% health regen, and that's really important because it doubles the speed of your health regeneration. So this, coupled with the Nomad, is 100% of constant health. Always, you're always healing, and every time you get a kill, you get the 15% health on kill. With your 540k toughness, you can understand already how this begins to become a very, very tanky build with that amount of health. I'll also be going over the skill sets you want to use as well a bit sooner. And ooh, fortunately we're on that. I don't know why it's going to do that now. Keep switching to the secondary. There we go. Alright. So crit hit chance, we're at 28.5%. We've got the crit hit damage, which is pretty low at 50%. I actually don't stack very much crit hit damage anymore. I tend to stack headshot damage. I find it tends to work a lot better for me. If you wanted to change that and perhaps go for a more of a crit hit damage build, then you could also do that. That's entirely your choice. I just find headshot damage works for me, as I'm usually aiming for the head anyway. Damage to elites, not important really. Health on kill, 15%, as we already talked about from the 2-piece bonus of the Nomad. Enemy armor damage is still at a healthy 56% because we do have destructive, so that's not bad either. And getting into the most important stuff now. Obviously, 250,000 health. The armor's a little low. I'm still working on getting some better Nomad pieces. Unfortunately, I haven't had many drop. But this is the real winner right here. 25,198 health per second is what you're going to regenerate in combat. So you can imagine if you're in PvP and you're trading off with someone, you're gaining that much at every second. Every single second. So they unload a clip into you, maybe they miss half their clip, and by the time they reload, you've already gained 50,000 health back. With this kind of toughness, and if you have a bit more armor, I mean, you're basically unkillable. in a 1v1 situation. You can also tank for your team, but this is why I'm going to explain the skills and what talents to use as well. So we'll get into that. So I'm going to use a booster shot. Obviously you want damage resistance, so that's going to add on top of that. We'll go outside and pop that and show you soon how that works as well. And for this build, you're also going to run an immunizer. It's more of a team build. You're going to be tanking for the team, and trying to be, I guess, the target for the team. And obviously immune helps as well with all the seeker mines. You know, people running predator, shock turrets, flame turrets. I mean, this is good as well. But I'll show you some more things on these when we get outside. Now the talents you're going to run is critical save, combat medic, strike back, and on the move. Alright, and we'll go outside and we'll show you why. It's easier, and we're going to let him get us down to low health, and I'm going to show you something very quickly. With these talents and the build that we're running, you'll see what we can proc up here. You ready? 15% health on kill there, right? And we'll let this one get our health down. I'm going to pop our med kit. I'm going to shoot this guy to get on the move, pop our booster shot, and you'll see there 3.6 million procced that easily. That easily, every time. When you get to low health, pop a med kit, and you know, shoot an NPC or down another agent, and then booster shot, and you're going to be sitting comfortably at 3.6 million for about 5 seconds, and that'll give you the time to then obviously face tank for your team. While you got an immune. Now the important part about having the immune, not only to take away the status effects, is that you can blow it up to receive an overdose if you didn't know. So we'll do that, and you can see right there, that's an overdose. And now the other important thing to run an immune is that because we are running rapid, you get 15% decreased cooldown for healing skills. Now obviously this is a healing skill because it's obviously in the medic wing, so that's pretty important. Now the other thing you'll see, we'll get a grenade here, and just watch the proc bar at the bottom. This is pretty important. This is why we're using strike back. You'll see now the proc that just pops up there only for a second. That's strike back, and what that does is reduces the healing skills cooldown again another 30%, or 20%, sorry, 20%. So what this means is, at all times pretty much, during PvP, while you're fighting, the NPCs are getting your health down low. You can see my heals coming back. It's already 15% cooldown. We'll help them along with this. There we go, we've reached low health, and you'll see almost instantaneously the heals will come back. So we can straight away medkit, pop an immune station, get a fucking booster shot, proc on the move, and be at 3.6 million, fully health, tanking for our team at all times. Also the great thing with rapid is that if you're using this along with the signature skill recovery link, it'll come back at that rate also 15% quicker. So that's the PvP build, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. A subscribe would mean the world to us at Lick It. So yeah, hope to see you next time. Cheers, guys.